Hey everybody, Pierre Marquette 1223 here with a very exciting review. I've been wanting one of these for a very long time, and I finally have gotten the chance to purchase one, and it is a real beauty. What you are looking at is a CT Ham number 9 street lamp. This street lamp is in almost brand new condition. It has probably been burned, I would say less than 5 times. It does have evidence of burning, but otherwise than that, it is in basically original, untouched condition. There's not a single bit of rust or paint peeling anywhere on this thing. And I'm going to go over this lamp here in just a minute with you and show you some of the features. But one of the things I'm going to point out is how big this thing is. And keep in mind, it is sitting on here, I'll show you here a little bit. It is sitting on a custom base, but other than that, it is basically it's massive. This lamp is absolutely massive, but it works the exact same way as most other lanterns do. It is a cold blast lantern, so basically it is a little wizard on steroids. It's a great way to put it. But here is a size comparison. This is the Pennsylvania Railroad Adlake 200 I got a few months ago, and that is the rest of the lamp. Absolutely massive. Heck, I think if you could seal off one part of the globe, it could probably hold a gallon of milk, no problem. It's absolutely huge. I'm going to go over some of the features on this lamp. This is also an old one, at least we think it is, because Ham, I believe, was bought out by Dietz somewhere around the time Defiance was, around 1915. We're going to go over some of the features on this. This is the post mount version. As you can see, it mounts on a wooden dowel, which is what the original ones did. And that's how the post mount. They made a hanging version that completely eliminated this bottom half, which you would set on a little base if you were to set it down somewhere. The post mount versions were very prone to rust and rot, because once these dowels got wet, because they were wood, it would trap the moisture up in here, and it would usually start rotting these and the braces out because of the trapped moisture. So a lot of these you find, not just Hams, but Dietz's, Steam Gauge and Lantern, Defiance, all of those usually have these mounts rotted out in them. But this is the post mount. Like I said, these are braces. These are the air tubes. There's 2 of them. These giant air tubes. These are all rolled steel. You can find the seams in them. The air tubes were simply just bent over, and this is how the metal crimped, and that's how they left them. You know, your burner knob, just exactly, everything's just way bigger. Brass burner cone and burner in here. I will get to that a little bit. This is how you fill up your fuel tank. You open up this little guy here, dump your fuel in, and go. This is cork, so this is where your seal comes from. But if you listen, a good snap means that the seal's still good. This little mechanism here, believe it or not, is your globe lift, and I'll show you how that works. This little wire is crimped around the bottom of this globe, and that's how it lifts the globe, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. Globe, original globe, it has some nice glass blowing waves in it. It says the Rochester number 158. The Ham lamps were made in Rochester, New York. On top of the lamp, I can't see if you can see it. Yeah, you can. CT Ham Manufacturing Company. It's got some other information up here. I'm not exactly sure what this information means. I don't have much room here for the light. I'm yet to figure out what this information means. Go around on the other side, and it says number 9 Globe Street. I think this up here, this has to do with patent information. I'm going to take a peek up here and see if I can maybe just read it off. Label registered 1886. So I'm not exactly sure what that means, but we'll definitely be doing more research on this thing as it goes. Alright, so now everything on this lamp is basically a two-handed job. So when it comes time to take this thing apart to show you more about the insides of it, I will have to use 2 hands. Another thing I'll point out too, this is all the original black paint on this lamp. It's in fantastic shape. No peeling whatsoever. The bottom of these lamps were usually put, of the reflectors and rain shields here, were usually painted white. This was used as an accent as well as a functional idea. The idea was to reflect more light down, because usually when you're looking up at these things, you're down here looking up. The wick in this thing is a massive 1 7/8 inch wick. It's absolutely huge. It would burn a lot of fuel, but would be very, very bright because of it being a cold blast. Dressel made a street lamp that was, oddly enough, a dead flame lamp, and theirs is very rare because of this. I have seen them, but they were not popular because they were not very bright street lamps. Shoot. Put you back on the tripod here. Alright, I'm going to start getting into this thing. I'm going to show you how this globe lift works. It's very, very crude globe lift, and I'm not a huge fan of it because I feel like that it would be an easy way for the globe to break, but I'm going to show you how this works. You have this little tab right here, and you have a little tab right here. You take this, lift up all the way until it locks, like it is now, and your globe is up. And it's only supported by that one side. It is very, very scary. I'm going to take the fuel tank out and show you guys the fuel tank. Yep, right there is why I don't like those globe lifts. Right there. Now I have a fuel tank. It's not sitting in there. Set that back there. Oh, damn it. Set that there. Get the globe out here now before I drop it. Okay. Here's the frame empty. Take a look at the frame while it's empty. Here's where your tank sits, and your tank just basically sits in there. That's how you get access to your air tubes. The tank is actually a number 3, is a Dietz number 3 tank. I don't know. Oh, that's nice. That's actually a chip of glass. Shit, I don't know where that just went. Okay, yeah, I just chipped the glass in the globe. That's nice. Now the tank here has some very interesting features. I have yet to figure out what this is. I don't know what this is. This little door right here, you open up the hole, and this is how you light it. You take and you stick your match in here. You have your match lighter. You stick it up and you poke it in your hole right here, and that's how you light your wick. This is a match striker. This is where you strike your match. Very, very fascinating to me. Your burner is a Dietz number 3 burner. I'll take and to access your burner, you can either open the cone up as such. There's your huge wick, just to give you an idea. Here's my thumb. Or you can turn your burner, cone, there's your cone, and then here is your burner. Absolutely huge. There's a burner and cone assembly that was on eBay last time I checked for a Dietz that was selling at over $100. So, very intriguing. Now this little doohickey right here, this, believe it or not, is a timer. And the way that these timers work is, if you look down in these tanks, you can see it's actually got those holes in it. That's because that's rust, because of the fuel that was left in it. Those holes are actually the base of a piece of metal you can lift. If you take this timer and lift it up 1 notch, that simulates 4 hours of burning time. That simulates 4 less hours of burn time. And the more you lift this, if you start all the way from the top, that's as high as it'll go. That's 4 hours of burn time. So 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30. There was 2 notches there. 32, 34, 36. So there's almost 40 hours of burn time in that tank. lot of fuel could be held in there. Now it's got holes in there because whoever had oil in it left the oil in there, it dried and rotted out. This is the globe. The globe is huge, as you can see also. Here's my hand in this globe. It's absolutely big. And this is a good way for you to see. There's the wire that's wrapped around the bottom of this globe that's supposed to work with the globe lift. However, it does not work very well, as you can see. I'm going to go down here and show you guys something really quick that I think is absolutely amazing to come with this lamp. Go down here, and what I have here is the original tag that came with this lamp. I took it off because it was in 2 pieces. It actually fell into 3 when I started, but these are instructions for this lamp on the back, and most of the information I know about this lamp comes from this tag. And if you can see on the other side, you know, keep this for reference. Well, they did, but it's not in good shape. It is paper, so absolutely amazing to me that it is still around. We are looking to see if there's anybody around that could possibly repair this tag. Believe it or not, there are people that can fix paper. However, it is not a very common thing to do. If we can't find anybody, we'll simply just scotch tape it, which is really not what I want to do, but might have to anyway. But it was sitting, basically just tied around the air tube right on this corner. So I'm going to attempt here to put this guy back together. Very, very scary to do so. I can see exactly why there are so many of these globes floating around online. They were broke a lot, and so there's a lot of replacement globes out there, at least for Dietz number 3s. But Ham number 9s are basically identical to Dietz number 3s. What the heck is that? Oh, it's just piece of solder. Number 9s were basically identical to number 3s, and put this here. Damn it, this is always tough to do. Turn that there, okay. Got my fuel tank and burner assembly put back together, and he just sits right in here. And now my globe, which should probably go in first. Turn my globe lift. This is always fun. I can see why people probably hated these things. Okay, turn that, set that there. I'm gonna turn this in just a little bit. And oh, come on. Please tell me I can get this in here. Okay, there we go. Then just basically twist, undo your globe lift, slide your globe down, put this guy down, if he'll go. There he goes. Put this down, put that there, turn, and just like that. Huge pain in the butt. Found this guy online. Cost me quite a bit of money for him. Not going to tell you how much, but he's my first street lamp. I hope to get more because these were also used. These were also favored by stations. They were, or by railroads. They would put them at stations, and they would provide ample light for that. But again, this is my new old stock Ham, CT Ham, number 9 street lamp in absolutely fantastic, all original condition. And fortunately for me, because I did that by myself, still in one piece. Expect more street lamps in the future of very different varieties. I'm working on getting more. 1223. Out.